Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a pretty big perfume haul to share with you guys. I went on a little shopping spree at Burlington. I hadn't gone like specifically perfume shopping in a while, so I was like, you know what, today I'm just gonna go in and get a bunch of perfumes. And there was a lot of perfumes and a lot of the good ones were kind of like hidden, so I was literally like rummaging through all the shelves and I think I found some pretty good ones. All of these were under $20. I think only one of them was like $34, and I still don't understand why it was. I feel like that had to be a mistake because there's no way this perfume is that much money, and we'll get to that. Let's just say most, if not all, are under $20. So this is gonna be a very affordable perfume haul and really good fragrances, so I'm excited to share them all with you. So with that being said, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel if you haven't already and turn post notifications on, and let's get started. First, let me start with my most exciting find. So this was kind of like in the back of the shelf. I was kind of rummaging through, and this was like in the beginning of my search for all these perfumes. Nothing looked exciting, so I was like, ugh, I'm probably not gonna end up finding anything. And I kind of go through the shelves a little bit and I see this little gem. This is by Cacharel and it's from the Yes I Am line, and this is Yes I Am Delicious, which I'm pretty sure is a newer-ish release to the Yes I Am Flanker collection. I'm not sure if there was a Yes I Am release that came out this year, but this came out in 2022. I remember when this came out too because I had a lot of you guys reaching out and telling me I should try this perfume, but I didn't want to pay for like full price at Macy's. I held off, and I'm glad I did because I found it at Burlington for, I think this wasn't even $20. I think it might have been like $16.99. Here is what it looks like. It is a 1 fluid ounce, but I'm fine with that. This may be one of the most authentic chocolatey perfumes. Not only authentic, but one of the most well done chocolate perfumes. If you are somebody that loves a good chocolate note in your fragrances, but sometimes it can be done in a synthetic way, or it doesn't really translate when you actually put it on, like it may be in the nose, but you're like, I barely smell it. This is a true chocolate perfume, like milk chocolate. Now, the reason why I really love this is even though I do like gourmands and typically I would love a chocolate note, when it comes to perfumes and what I want to smell like, I kind of prefer white chocolate to dark chocolate or milk chocolate because it's just creamier to me, it's sweeter to me, and even to eat. I'm honestly not a big chocolate fan. Like, I really rarely eat chocolate ever. I'm more of like a fruity candy kind of lover. I've never been into like chocolate as a candy. Even as a kid, when we would go out for like trick-or-treating at Halloween, I used to trade all my chocolate to my brother and give it to him and have him give me like all the Skittles and all that stuff. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Anyways, for somebody that would not like a just straight up chocolate note, I freaking love this because it's not just chocolate. That is a big part of this, yes, and you can definitely smell it, but it is done so well, where it is leaning on the gourmand side, but there's a good bit of like perfumey sexiness to this that just balances out perfectly. The chocolate doesn't dominate. Maybe some people do want to smell like straight up chocolate. I don't know if I want to smell just like chocolate. Like, I feel like I need a little complexity in there too, and that is this. It's so good. It's like the original Yes I Am, which I love, just like that creamy, lactonic, characteristic Yes I Am scent, but mixed with the pretty heavy milk chocolate note. This has cacao, so it has top notes of cacao pod, hazelnut, cardamom, and green mandarin. It has middle notes of orange blossom, orange, Indian jasmine, and base notes of dark chocolate and sandalwood. I don't normally love dark chocolate sometimes in perfumes. It can translate to be a little too bitter for my liking, but in here, it is perfection. Next up, I picked up this Azzaro scent. This is called Mademoiselle by Azzaro. I've actually seen this a lot at Burlington, Ross, I think I've seen it, and just all these discount stores, but never really picked it up. And while I was at Burlington this time, I went to this and I was like, that has a cute packaging. It's called Mademoiselle. So I was thinking this was gonna be a really pretty, feminine, flirty, girly type scent, and that is exactly what it is. The packaging of it is so cute. It kind of reminds me of Ari packaging wise. It also kind of looks like Flower Bomb in a way as well. This was also super cheap, like literally 20 bucks. This is so good. It's mainly fresh, but it has this fun, girly, flirty touch to it. This has top notes of peach, mandarin blossom, middle notes of peony, jasmine, and orange blossom, and base notes of orris and woodsy notes. It's a really pretty, feminine, floral scent. It's a really easy to wear type scent. If you're someone that doesn't really like the really heavy gourmands, the really heavy sweet ones like this guy over here, then this is like a perfect little scent. It's perfumey, it's floral, it has a really fresh and just like refreshing kind of opening to it. But as it dries down, it gets a little bit deeper. It's a little bit woody in the base, but those florals in here are done so well. It's so soft. It's definitely more of a closer to the skin type scent. This is not gonna be your crazy projecting type fragrance, and I really like it. It's not groundbreaking, but it's just like a delicate, soft, really romantic, ethereal, day-to-day, easy-to-wear type scent. You could literally throw this on to do anything and you know you're gonna smell really good. Sometimes there's days when I wake up and I'm like, I don't want anything strong today. Like, of course I want to smell good because I love to smell good every day, but I'm like, I don't want to reach for a heavy fragrance. This is like a perfect pick for that type of day. The rest of these fragrances are all by Calvin Klein. Something that I've realized in my fragrance discovering journey is that I freaking love the house of Calvin Klein. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I think Calvin Klein makes some of the best fragrances, and they're all super affordable for the most part, and a lot of them end up at discount stores anyway, so they're even more affordable. But I genuinely really love these fragrances. Like, some of these scents I would pay a lot more than I have paid for. So the first two that I have are these two right here. Now, this is the Original Beauty by Calvin Klein. This one I have owned in a while. I don't think I've hauled it in a video, but I've had this in my little perfume hauling drawer. Just haven't made a video on it until today because I ended up finding Sheer Beauty at my Burlington, and when I saw this I was like, I have to get that. A few times that I have talked about this, the Calvin Klein Beauty, which I'm pretty sure I've included it in videos before. I just don't know what videos. I know it wasn't a haul, but I know I've talked about this because when I did talk about it, a lot of you in the comments were telling me that I definitely need to try out Sheer Beauty if I like beauty, because a lot of you were telling me that this is just so much better. Let me start with the Original Beauty. This is such a perfect name for a fragrance like this because it is a beautiful fragrance. It's soft, but this one, the Original Beauty, is a jasmine bomb of a fragrance. If you're somebody that doesn't really like the note of jasmine, I'm not really sure how you would feel about this because that's the most dominant part of this perfume from start to finish. It has top notes of ambrette, middle notes of jasmine, and then it just has a base note of Virginia cedar. So it's very basic on the notes, but it's just jasmine and cedar. It's like a woody jasmine scent, and that is all that I love because I love woody scents, and jasmine is one of my favorite florals. It reminds me of just like walking through a field of beautiful jasmine flowers. Like a perfect springtime scent. It makes me feel so feminine every time I put this on. I just tap into my feminine energy. This reminds me of wearing an ethereal white sundress and it's like flowing in the wind and you have this scent on. That is the vision that I get with this scent. Now, Sheer Beauty is a completely different story. It smells completely different to me. Being a flanker, I thought this was gonna smell a lot like the Original Beauty, but it actually is pretty different, and I mean that in the best way. So I already really love the Original Beauty. I would give this like a 9 out of 10, but Sheer Beauty, I would give this a 10 out of 10 because this one is actually a nice little dupe for a pretty expensive perfume, which I actually recently decluttered. This smells like Chanel Chance Eau Fresh. It's the one in the like green juice. I recently decluttered that out of my collection because I just found that I wasn't using it that much. But this, I don't know, there's something about this. It smells so much like that scent, but it has a feminine touch to it because Chanel Chance was so crisp and it had such a heavy cedar scent and it had so many citrus notes in it that the lack of sweetness, the lack of a lot of things made that perfume almost leaning to the masculine side, which I love, don't get me wrong. And I think that's why I love this so much, but this has more of a feminine feel. Notes-wise, this has a little bit more going on in it as well. You still get the jasmine in here, but It has a different vibe than the jasmine that is in Beauty. In the original Beauty, the jasmine is just overtaking everything else, and it's not like there's many notes anyway in here, but that is just the most dominant part of this. I feel like even a person that didn't know anything about perfumes could smell this and point out that it smells like jasmine, whereas this one definitely feels like it has more notes in it and the jasmine is not dominating over all the other notes. So this one has a top notes of Bellini, and it also has bergamot and red berries. It has middle notes of peony, jasmine, and pink lily, and base notes of musk, sandalwood, and vanille. As you can tell, it's a bit more complex, and that's exactly what it smells like. I even smell that vanille in here. The Bellini just has this like effervescent, sparkling, fresh scent to it. To me, this feels like the love child. If you put together Chanel Chance Eau Fresh and Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, which is like the pinky one, you kind of put those together, you get Calvin Klein Sheer Beauty. And I know both of those, especially Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, is very, very loved. So this kind of falls right in the middle of those two fragrances. Especially with the price point, you cannot beat it because both of those fragrances are well over 100, and this is under 20 bucks. Here's the one that threw me off. This one was like $34.99, and I'm just like, why though? All these other Calvin Klein scents that I've tried have been even full sizes, like what I'm going to talk about later. This is a 3.4 fluid ounce, and I got this for like maybe $25, like 20, I don't remember, but I know it was definitely under 30. And also this is only a 1.6 fluid ounce, and also this scent came out in 1988. This is 11 years older than I am. Considering how long this has been out, I wouldn't think that it would be 34. I would think this would be like 20 bucks. But anyways, that just was like weird to me. Like, I don't know if they mispriced this or what, but this is the OG Eternity by Calvin Klein. Ever since this perfume, there has been so many flankers to the Eternity line. I feel like one of the most popular is probably Eternity Moment, which I also want to get my hands on. I saw it there, but I just didn't pick it up. I just picked up the original. And this is a really nice scent. It is very, very feminine. I feel like Calvin Klein does a really great job at floral scents, especially when it comes to women's fragrances. I feel like the florals in these scents are so authentic, and they're done really well where they don't feel like a jumbled up mess, or it doesn't feel too floral. This fragrance actually has quite a bit of notes in it. So it has top notes of green notes, freesia, sage, citruses, mandarin orange, and middle notes of carnation, lily, lily of the valley, narcissus, marigold, violet, rose, jasmine, and base notes of musk, heliotrope, sandalwood, amber, and patchouli. I feel like this perfume literally has every floral known to mankind in it. And being somebody that I feel like I need a little more to my fragrances than just florals, I think, considering how many florals there are in this perfume, this is actually so beautiful. It's like the cleanest florals ever. It almost leans soapy. It does have a bit of a, you know, that classic fragrance DNA. I mean, this did come in 1988. But to me, this feels like a go-to summer scent. Again, giving sundress vibes. It's like summer and springtime. It just smells really fresh. It smells really delicate. It's very elegant and kind of classy, but it still has a flirty, fun feel about it. It doesn't feel too serious. This is gonna be such a nice scent for the summertime. You know, those days that are just so hot, you don't want anything complex or like too sweet on you. Even if you are a sweet lover, which I am, sometimes when it's so hot outside, you cannot be bothered with those types of scents because they're too much. They do too much in that type of heat. This is like that perfect scent to go to. So I'm really liking this. I haven't worn it much. I will tell you though, I did wear it once, and it lasted on me the entire day. It's a very, very long lasting scent. And that's another thing I'll say about Calvin Klein perfumes. Not only is the price right, but the longevity on pretty much, honestly, like all of the perfumes that I've tried by Calvin Klein has been so good. And the last perfume I have in this video is Calvin Klein Eternity again. This is a flanker. This one is the Flame flanker. This has this dark black packaging, and it has the red for the flame. So you would assume this would be giving you a bit more of a sexy, fiery sort of vibe. Even comparing them looks wise, you could tell even by the juice, this is just giving a bit more. It is such a strong freaking scent. I could spray this right now in my room and you could smell it in another continent. It is so strong. so powerful that it fills up a room with just one spray. That's all you need, and you'll be able to smell this for the next decade. The notes are pretty simple in this. It has top notes of mandarin orange, middle notes of sweet pea, and base notes of labdanum. But let me tell you, it does not smell as simple as these notes. It smells so intricate. Actually, I don't even want to spray this on me because I'm going to the gym in a couple hours and I don't want to smell like this. It's a bit much, especially for the gym. Oh my god, this smells so good. It has a lipsticky vibe to it. I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe the labdanum, the sweet pea, I'm not sure, but it totally smells like makeup-y, lipsticky. It gives me like iris vibes, as if that was a note in here. I also smell vanilla. Like, I smell a rich sweetness to this in such a powerful way. I mean, Flame, again, is such a good name for this because it smells so fiery and so hot, like really sexy, perfect date night kind of scent. There's also something about this that leans slightly a bit masculine, which makes me love it that much more. It's not too much though, but it just gives it that sexy kick. This is really good. I mean, it may be an unpopular opinion because it is a very strong scent, so this may not be for everyone. I definitely wouldn't suggest blind buying this perfume because I feel like it could be a bit much, but if you're into sweet fragrances, if you're into fragrances that are feminine for the most part but have a little masculine kick to them, if you're into strong, sexy, sweet type scents, then I think you would like this. There's also something spicy in here. It's not an everyday wear kind of fragrance, definitely like date night, more nighttime-y vibes. But alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these affordable picks. I have more of these because when I went on my little Burlington shopping trip, I did pick up other fragrances, but I didn't want this video to be 3 years long, so I'm gonna just split it up into 2 parts. So stay tuned for another affordable perfumes video to come. And something that I really want to bring to my channel is shop with me videos. I'm a little bit, not really reluctant, it just kind of scares me a little bit because it's kind of weird talking to yourself in stores where there's people around, but I need to just get out of my shell and do that because I've been requested to do those videos and I actually really want to do them myself. So stay tuned for those videos. Maybe I'll bring you guys to like TJ Maxx or Target and we can go hygiene shopping or perfume shopping, something like that. Let me know if you'd be interested in those types of videos. That is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!